Hi, this is Robin Rowland with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Drysdale properties located in Tuolumne County, and I am here with your residential real estate update. We're doing a mid-year check-in. So let's take a look at the numbers. So far through June of this year, the number of sales in Tuolumne County was down 43%. 317 homes sold compared to 557 during the same time last year. The average price is down 11%. And the median price down 8%. Now, if we just take a look at June, it fared a little bit better than the previous months in the year. Sales were down 17%. That's 74 sales versus 86. The average price up 4%. The median price down only 2%, which isn't so bad compared to what we've seen earlier this year. So I want to take a look at these numbers or these trends in a little bit more detail. First of all, with the decline in prices. So I want to show you a little chart that I have shown a couple of times this year, but I think it's very important to stay grounded in how much appreciation we had during the pandemic. So from March of 2020 through September of 2022, homes appreciated 38%. Compare that to 12% between 2017 and March of 2020. Significant difference and absolutely not sustainable, not healthy. So when we see that prices are down 11%, average median down 8%, really what we're seeing here is a correction, and it's a correction that is healthy and needed. Now, it does seem like prices are leveling out again, and in part, this is due to supply and demand. We do have buyer demand, and we have low inventory. That will keep our prices boosted until we can fix that inventory problem. So let's see, the number of sales is down significantly, and in part that is due to interest rates. Now, when interest rates first started rising, we really saw the buyers put the brakes on things. There was a little bit of sticker shock. People had to readjust. Absolutely. Some people were pushed out of the market. Everybody's affordability range reduced, and it happened very quickly. And now I would say that the buyers are used to the interest rates. Today, you're looking at high sixes, low sevens. That is a little bit higher than it was a little earlier this year. But I'd say that the fallout with the buyers has kind of worked itself out. People are used to these interest rates, and really, historically speaking, the interest rates are good. But now we are seeing this interesting dynamic with sellers. And so I want to show you, a couple of really interesting quotes here that I've got that speak to what we're seeing. So this is Lawrence Yun, chief economist for National Association of Realtors. Available inventory strongly impacts home sales. Existing sales activity is down sizably due to the current supply being roughly half the level of 2019. And let's take a look at what Tom Barkin says. He's the president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond. I didn't fully anticipate how much the move in interest rates would convince people not to put their houses on the market. And so this is really interesting what we're seeing here, because let's say that you're a seller and you want to downsize, and say you've got this great big house and it's just too much for you, but your interest rate is 3%. So you want to sell that larger house to buy a bigger home, and you have to get a mortgage. Well, you may be paying more for that smaller home at a 7% interest rate than you would be paying on the larger home at maybe 2.75, 3.5, even 4. And so that that does impact people's decisions. You might just decide to stay in the bigger home, even though you don't need it, because you don't want your mortgage to increase. And then this creates a cycle too. Less homes are on the market. So now if you are a seller and you can't find a home to move into, or you're scared that you won't be able to find a home to get into, that also may impact your decision, and you might decide not to list your home. So really it's a few different factors converging. Talking about how to handle this, there are ways as a seller that you can protect yourself so that you don't find yourself homeless. So hey, if you're in Tuolumne County, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about that. If you're not in Tuolumne County, I'd reach out to a really good realtor in your area. If you need help finding someone, I'm happy to do that as well. But we have been successful in negotiating very long rent backs for our clients so that they have time to find their next home. We can make the sale of your home contingent on you finding a replacement home. There's a couple of other things we can do as well. So we've got some tools in the toolbox to make sure that you don't find yourself homeless. But that's kind of where we're at right now. If you have any questions, I am happy to help. Reach out anytime. In the meantime, have a happy and healthy week.